Everyone's stuck with the Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, let the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications when we go live, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you're here right now, say what up. We do have the S&Ps up 5, Dow's up 13, NASDAQ up 25. So a rather flat morning, I guess you could say. Getting it going here. Let's see what we got going on right now. See what we got. Yo, Red Dust, Jeff, Jack, Guru. How are we doing? Jose, HD, and nice to see you guys this morning. Guess I got my switch things around over here. Faiz, how you doing? All right. So this morning, so far, we got a little bit of bad news this morning. Retail sales were down 1.1% last month. Expectation was being down 0.30%. Yo, Michael, what's up? Been a while since I got this notification. Oh, it's kind of weird. I mean, I went live yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. So the report added a growing signs of slowdown in the economy's recovery from the pandemic recession. So kind of interesting to me that retails or sales down in November with Black Friday and Cyber Monday, even though they had record-breaking days, especially online. But that must mean November before Black Friday and Cyber Monday were especially bad. Yo, Janelle, how you doing? Ooh, chilly Canada. I mean, yeah, it's getting cold. It's getting cold in Illinois right now too, in the Chicago area. I don't know what it is right now, but it's not right. It's not right. Hey, Samir, how you doing? So just be mindful, retail sales might take a hit in some of the retail stocks. Market is moving up right now a little bit on some optimism from, of course, the COVID bill. So Mitch and Chuck, I don't know. This is like the China trade deal over and over again. Same situation. And for some reason, I don't know why, but the algos are reacting. Everybody knows what's going to happen. Maybe because it creates great opportunity in the markets. I don't know. But they hope to reach a COVID deal soon. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I mean, they've been saying that for 5 months now. We're going on 4 or 5 months, and there's been no deal. So I'm not sure if this is going to happen or not. But they're trying to get the deal going, but market was moving up, and that's why yesterday I kind of all my front runners in my portfolio, I took it down a little bit. I took down, but I went a little bit more cash. Took some profits off the table just to make sure that I'm not overexposed, because I had a feeling for some reason I had a feeling last night there was going to be some bad news or something, and thankfully there wasn't, but wouldn't really have been rewarded anyways for holding, because the market right now is relatively flat. I'm still surprised we didn't have snow yet. I live in St. Louis. I mean, you guys don't get that much snow in St. Louis. St. Louis is still, I mean, you guys don't get that much snow. We had a little bit of snow here, but it melted pretty quickly. So that's the two things on the plate with the stimulus deal and the retail sales. So we're just waiting on the Fed, and the Fed is going to be coming alive at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So that's 2 p.m. Eastern time. The rate announcement is going to be announced. the rate is expected to not change. So any deviations from that, I mean, we're going to have a problem. But I mean, I highly doubt. I mean, you never say never because you never know what's going to happen. But I highly doubt that they're going to raise the rates. Highly doubt. I mean, even Janet Yellen, apologized for raising the rates in 2018. She said that's what led to the downfall of the market. I'm like, well, now you're saying that you guys are raising rates, and the market was falling, which I guess was expected, but I think that's what really, outside of the China trade war, the rate change really started the volatility, because in 2017 we had a really low volatility year. Everything was just, basically flat, and the algos just grinded the market higher, and there was no fear. There really wasn't, I wouldn't say like greed, because we would go multiple days without a 1% change day. Like, we would go, I don't know, maybe months. It would be months. Like, I don't even remember. I'll have to look it up what the math is. So right now we're looking to see what Jerome Powell is going to put on. If you don't feel like you want to hold something, don't. Especially during the Powell press conference. I mean, we don't know. Powell's been obviously Mr. Doom and Gloom. There's going to be a little bit more volatility today. And this week we're going to have a little bit more volatility as well, because we also have, this is expiration Friday for December monthly expirations. So, this week it might be a little off. So if you feel like you need to reduce some risk, always feel free. You don't have to have a trade on. You don't have to have a trade on. You can just relax, watch, see how it goes, wait for some entries, and see how it goes. You don't have to trade it. But like some people are like, I have to trade, and that's what leads to a lot of losses. Like you don't have to trade. You don't have to do it. Artie, what's going on? If you're just joining, say what up. So SPY right now is hovering around 369. I mean, still relatively high. Is at 369.86, so it's a tad bit higher. I mean, I don't know. We could push all-time highs today, but we've been waiting a few days and it hasn't happened. So I think that we could push now. With the Fed, I mean, I think the Fed is going to be the main driver today. So, like for me, I'm not going to be too aggressive. I need CRM to make a move. CRM chilling here at 220. I guess it's okay. I'm in a 220 call. I'm selling some premium at the 220 strike on the put side for January. So right now I'm kind of just seeing what happens. It looks like we're gapping up a little bit. I mean, only like 50 cents. But, CRM basing here needs to make a move up to the 230 area. That's really what I'm looking for. And I don't know. I mean, apparently there's some share accumulation. There's some digestion of CRM after we had this massive drop from, the 260s down to 220. It's holding relatively nice. Every time it dips below 220, it gets bought up. Even yesterday, hit 218.20, came back up, closed up. I mean, this close, we got a nice thick candle from 219.50, close up at 220.15. So, and that was this was on the 1 minute chart. In 1 minute, this is the 1 minute chart right here. In 1 minute, it took it up. So, obviously what I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at CRM, I'm looking at Apple, I'm looking at NIO, I'm looking at AMD. NIO, yesterday I sold this spike on NIO. Probably should have re-added on the dip, but I just wanted to scale back a little bit, scale back my overnight risk. Bitcoin breaks through. Everyone that bought 20K before this off is now profitable. Nice. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, a lot of those people are already like gone out of the market. They bought at 20K, sold at 3K. It's like, well, I might as well get 3,000. I don't want to lose any more. if you bought at 20K and rode down to 3K, you might as well just see what happens. You might as well just see what happens. And if you really needed the money that bad, you probably shouldn't have been trading or investing. If the thing is, like, don't trade with money that you need. Don't trade with money that you don't have. Especially like on margin. That's when you get in some big troubles. Like just chilling at. Just chill. Sarah, how you doing? HD, GLD. GLD, wow. Why did it push up to 175 like that? I mean, for me, this looks like it's maintaining channel. I mean, definitely looks like it's in a massive bull flag, but it's trending. The range, I think, if once it pops out, if it could pop out, let's say 182 area, it'll break this and it'll push up. I think that would be, if it could push 182, break this. But we've been waiting 1, 2, 3, like almost 4 months now. We've been waiting basically 4 months for it to break this channel. Right now, it's just kind of maintaining. It's coming back. It came under the 200-day moving average a couple weeks ago, popped back up to 175. So I think that if it has momentum to break this channel, it's going to, really bust through. But however, if you look here on November 5th and November 6th, it broke, but it needed to come up to like a 185 area to start breaking this. So it tried and it failed. So like for me, I wouldn't get too aggressive. Artie, thank you. CW, how you doing? So I wouldn't get too aggressive with it. I mean, it's, as you can see, the highs are getting lower. However, it's in this channel. Could bust through to the top. But, I mean, how long is it going to take? Do you have the patience to wait it out? Are you going to buy leaps? Are you going to, you kind of have to ask yourself these questions. Is this a trade that you want to be in? It looks like a very passive trade, so you don't have to like manage it on a daily basis. However, as you can see here, it's been coasting down. So 180 calls are now worth a lot less than they were a month ago or 2 months ago. 180 calls, so never been a fan of crypto. What are your thoughts? Is it right time to diversify, invest in a few bucks, average out? Yeah, I mean, crypto, the people are always like, crypto or Bitcoin is the new gold. Gold is dead, Bitcoin is in. And I think that crypto is definitely getting a push from PayPal, Square, those type of places. And the reason why I didn't really like it early on is because it didn't have any utility. I mean, you own a Bitcoin. People are like, well, if you have a gold block, you can't do anything with it either. I beg to differ. If I handed somebody a gold bar, someone would be like, oh yeah, I'll take that gold bar. If you have a Bitcoin right now, all you can do with Bitcoin is liquidate it for US dollars. And I find it interesting. The firm believers, like if you believe in crypto that much, go 100% crypto. See how it goes. But no, the only way to get rich on crypto is if you exchange it for the US dollar. So I'm not against it. I mean, I think that if you want to hold some, whatever, it's cool. Like, just do it. I don't have a problem with holding Bitcoin. But right now, it doesn't really have a utility to me. It doesn't allow me to do anything that I can't do. Like with cash, you have a lot more flexibility, and people, obviously the doom and gloomers, cash is dead, blah blah blah. They're gonna, I mean, unless we go belly up like Venezuela or something like that, they're not gonna let the U.S. dollar, evaporate, and they're not going to let crypto overcome. I mean, maybe it will, but if that happens, that means we're probably in a whole lot more trouble. We're probably in, a huge financial crisis. We're on the verge of something terrible. So, I don't think it's a bad thing to diversify if you want to hold some and lock the key away and do what you want to do. If you have the money and if you want to do that. But the question is, if you have, let's say you own some crypto, are you going to start exchanging that? I mean, are the banks going to start vaulting crypto? I don't know. I mean, I could see like J.P. Morgan and Bank of America allowing you to store a crypto, but then they confirm. Then they're gonna. I mean, they've already been like interacting with crypto. However, it's just not mainstream. And for it to become mainstream, what does it take? What is it gonna have to take? It's gonna have to take the credit card vendors to get on board. So it's gonna have to take it to become a payment method that's accepted in most places. And right now, I mean, we are conditioned for it, especially during the pandemic. I use Apple Pay, wherever I go. I don't even have $1 in my wallet. And I just use my phone. I pay with Apple Pay and carry on. So what would be the difference if they swap that out? Instead of me paying in dollars, I pay for it in some sort of crypto, which it could happen. But so, I mean, if you're gonna hold Bitcoin, I think it's more of a long term, you wait and see how it goes kind of situation. Around 2,300, yeah, which is, Jose, like, is almost nothing. Like 15,000 businesses worldwide is very, 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 very little. And the amount of people holding crypto is very small. Very small. And then also, like, the other thing is, like, Coinbase and those places, they charge a lot of fees. They charge a lot of fees. If Apple Pay implements Bitcoin, it's game over. I mean, I don't know. I mean, right now, Apple doesn't handle. I mean, they handle like the tokenization from your mobile device to your bank, but your bank actually is the one providing the funds, so they don't really have any say in that. So I think it's gonna have to. I think, for me personally, I think it's gonna have to be on the bank level. If Bank of America, the big banks, say, "Hey, you can store your crypto here," maybe they got something. Maybe they got something, but I don't know if anybody wants that liability, because once you start storing billions of dollars in crypto, you're going to have to really tighten up your security. Which, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would say, even the U.S. Treasury got hacked last week. The U.S. Treasury of the United States. So I don't know. I mean, we'll kind of see how it plays out. I mean, right now, how Bitcoin is playing out is that just there's more demand in terms of people wanting to own it. There's PayPal and Square and those places allowing you to use it, but I feel like it's not really. I don't feel like it's really moving the needle that much. I just don't see it. Right now. But I mean, I think crypto, maybe in 10 years that'll change, and that's the thing. Like, do you want to be an early adopter? I mean, there's a trade for everybody. Some people, they want to be an early adopter. They bought Bitcoin, and man, I bought Bitcoin at $1. It's now worth 20,000. Great, happy for you, man. Like there's no hard. Like, people beat themselves up because they beat themselves up. Haven't had my coffee. People beat themselves up because they missed the opportunity. Oh, I missed Tesla when it was $50. Oh, I missed Bitcoin when it was $1. Oh, like, bro, how you gonna know? How are you gonna know? You don't know. Who knows? And the thing is, like, the government is gonna start coming for Bitcoin. Like, the government is gonna start coming for it because they need to regulate it. They need to regulate it. Bitcoin is more energy intensive per single transaction than 100,000 Visa transactions. Yeah, and that's the other thing. We'll see what happens. We'll see how the Biden administration, I mean, Mr. Clean Energy does it. You know how they're not going to like that. They're not going to like that. If you could power some Bitcoin from some solar, why is NKLA not going down? Yeah, crypto. I don't know. I feel like it's early. You know, even if it's at 20K. I mean, Bitcoin could go to 1 million. Sure. It could go to 500K. I mean, it went from pennies to 20K. So why can't it go from 20K to 1 million? You know, you kind of have to open your mind a little bit. And if you want to experiment, I mean, investing in Bitcoin right now is extremely, let's say, experimental. You know, you don't want to bet the house on it. People bet the house on it in 2018. They got blew up. You know, 2017. I mean, if you didn't cash out, you're cashing out, and you're in trouble. Now they had to wait 2 years for it to come back. Thankfully, they only had to wait 2 years for it to come back. Came back. Question is, are those people going to want to exit? And the other thing is that I don't like about it. I mean, we face it in the market too, but you have the whales. Crypto is easily manipulated. It can go down $1,000 in minutes. Isn't there a script that says Bitcoin can not be mined anymore, like after 2024? Yeah. This is true. This is true. So, you know, they're trying to create scarcity, obviously, which, I mean, it's so far working. You know, the harder it is for Bitcoin to become mined, the more expensive it's getting, and that's where we're at today. So, you know, you buy and hold 10-year plan, see what happens. Not a bad idea, but I'm not Mr. like crypto. You're like, oh yes, you know, get a second mortgage, do all this stuff. Like, if you want to invest in it, just do it. You know, see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You know, that's just how investing goes. You know, especially so it's like kind of investing in like a pharma company. It's like, well, maybe it's gonna work out great. Maybe I'll become a millionaire. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe this will be $1 million trade. Maybe it won't. I don't know. So NKLA, I noticed that it really likes this level for some reason. You know, it came back down here. You know, down in here was where it bounced previously. You know, when it ripped from 12 to 35. You know, it came back down here back in September. Based, came up a little bit after earnings. Ripped up to 37, but then the GM partnership says it's not going to happen. So apparently there's someone in here that's a large player that's not selling. Now, is that the CEO? Is it because the CEO is not selling? Is it, I don't know. I mean, it looks like it could come back to 12, and it might be a low cost. Like, what I found out with like Robinhood traders over the last year is they expect it to go back up to like 94. Like, whenever a stock looks like this, like in Robinhood, like Robinhood investors are like, oh man, it went from $8 to 93 and now it's back at $16. It's a great deal. I'm going to buy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to buy it because I think it's going to go back up to 93, not understanding anything about the company. So you kind of have to understand, like, I don't know how long these people are going to have money for, you know, and I'm talking about Robinhood traders. Like, I don't know how long they're going to be able to keep it up. Now, if we get another stimulus check out of the government and they're saying that we're potentially per individual, you're going to get $1,000 and a household of 4 is going to get $4,000. So if they do that, they might put that into the market, which might make it kind of crazy again. So we'll see what happens. Back in college, when Bitcoin first hit 20K, all my friends bought Bitcoin. I told them you'll have to have no return for the next couple of years. They sold. I'm the dumb one. Now they're mad they didn't hold. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Bitcoin. Just, it's a hold. It's a hold. You can't do anything. Like gold, if you want to buy it, it's a hold. I mean, gold fluctuations. Sure, you could trade Bitcoin and stuff like that, but you know, it's not really. However, I do know that in I think, is it 2021? There's going to be some crypto ETFs that will give you some exposure. What were they? I was reading about them. Let's see. There's some crypto ETFs. I was reading about them. Let me just get a couple thing here. Okay, so S&P is going to launch cryptocurrency indexes in 2021. So it'll give people a way on the market, open exchanges, to have some exposure to this. Now, you're not going to actually, I don't think, actually going to own a crypto, any Bitcoin or anything like that. But it doesn't say. Where is it? So I don't know, but you're gonna have to look into it. But oh yeah, Bitcoin Trust, Bitcoin ETF. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But where is it? ARK. We know about. We'll have to look at for it later. But just be mindful. Some crypto ETFs are coming out in 2021. Market's about to open here in just a couple of minutes. So we have S&P's up 4, Dow's up 15, NASDAQ up 23 as we head into the open. Stocks are trading at a PE of 40 and they are rich. The market could tread water while profits catch up. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree, but I also think that the market always gets like way ahead of itself. And sure, it can consolidate for some time, but I think that like the COVID news and the vaccine news, I think the market is overly optimistic, and I think that it could push it higher before we get pullback. You know what I mean? I think it really could. Let's see what happens. Okay, market just opened up. I don't have my sound on, so the bell, we didn't hear the bell here. All right, so what we got going on? So CRM, let's see what you're doing. CRM pushing up to 221. We need this, or I need this to really go to 230. I mean, 225 would be good if it can hold. Like, it's been pushing 224, not been holding. Not been holding. So it's coming swinging out the gate here. And Home Depot is just on a rip. Home Depot. I put a credit spread on around 260s. I mean, it's been flying all week from 262 up to 268, 269. I mean, that's nice. What else is moving here? One of the stocks that's like kind of disappointing is Amazon. Now, I have a credit spread in here for January. Amazon, it just won't break out. It just won't break. Been holding. I mean, you just gotta be patient. Right now, I'm just wearing down that premium because I don't know when it's gonna. But as you can see here, the 50-day and the 10-day are basically identical. I mean, it's just riding both of them right now. It's just right here stuck. So when it does break out of this consolidation, it's gonna move big. It's gonna move big. I mean, I think it could go to 4,000 relatively easily once it's done consolidating here. But I think they're trying to figure out how to price. It because, I mean, it ran from 1,600 to 3,500. Now we're having consolidation at the top. So I think it's going to push 4,000, but the question is when. That is the question. When is it going to break out? So for now, I'll just sell some premium in there and kind of chill. FedEx has bounced up a little bit. So I have a pre-earnings trade on FedEx. FedEx has earnings on Thursday after market close. So FedEx has earnings after market close on Thursday. So I'm trying to get it back up to like the 295 area to cut this baby off. You know, I'm down $40 on it right now. So not huge. but I'd like it to run to like 294. LAZR is up 10%. Whew. Yeah, I mean, it's been getting. I mean, I sold at 47. I traded this. So what I did on this move up is I traded the I sold naked puts. So I shorted naked puts on the way up, and I made like, I think I made like $300 from it. So it wasn't huge, but I wasn't sure. I thought like the naked put was probably the best option because I wasn't really sure. So I don't know if it can hold here. Maybe try to sell. Maybe I'll try to sell another one. Apple's coming down right now. Dow just went red. S&Ps are only up 2. Nasdaq is only up 2. So today might be a little dicey, you know. Especially ahead of the Fed, trim some fat off. Not a bad deal. But yeah, LAZR, I mean, it could if it can hold here. Let's see what are the premiums coming at on it right now for. Let's go into January. Ooh, so I can sell a 25 put for $5. Seems kind of enticing to me. Seems enticing because if you can get like $5, it lowers your cost basis to 20. So if you buy the stock, if you get assigned the stock, you'll be paying $20 a share, and then you can sell another one. Yeah, and last night I did hit 21 though, so I'll be patient with it. I don't know. I mean, I think this stock is a bit over. I mean, I will agree it's a bit overvalued. The one thing is it's saying they have earnings December 18th. I don't know if that's true. It's saying here. So Tastyworks is saying December 18th, saying in here February 2nd. So I think before placing a trade, figure out what the earnings date actually is, because that might screw up your position. Because if they report earnings and this thing tanks 50%, you're gonna be pissed. Like if their earnings are December 18th, you're gonna be pissed. But if it's February 2nd, that's something different. Then you could trade January expiration. But I mean, this is definitely. I mean, trading it was definitely dicey. Definitely dicey. And there's a lot of people betting against it, so you want to be careful. I'm gonna probably have to take off my Home Depot trade here. Not much, it's only about $1 left in that trade. And Amazon cannot hold green, but yeah, looks like it might have a bounce back. I mean, Citron's been whacking this thing pretty hard, so it might be time for a bounce soon on LAZR. NIO is, man, only fell off there. So yeah, I mean, I think today my plan ahead of the Fed, if I see a quick data trade opportunity, I'll try to get in and get out. But I think I'm mostly just going to sit with the positions I have on, relax. Things might not move that much ahead of the Fed. We might just chop. So I think that I might just record some content, do some stuff around here, and and CRM back down to 220. Looks like it could bounce though. Looks like it could bounce. Whoa, Square's at 222. Hit 224. All right, watch out for Square now. I mean, Square's looking good. What's Penn doing? Penn has the same setup. So Penn, I traded this yesterday. I bought it like $79.90. I sold it on the rip up here. If we can get a little bit of pullback on Penn, which I don't know if we are, if we can get a pullback, I mean, I would love to see 80 again. Like if we can pull back down to 80, I'd like to buy, but I don't know if it's going to drop that much. I mean, it's just been beautifully riding this 10-day right here nicely. I'd like it to come back down, but that seems like a that seems like a pipe dream, All right, let's close out. let's close out Home Depot. There's not much left in the trade. I'm in January. No real reason. I mean, Home Depot's hitting 270 right now, so I'm gonna close that out today. But yeah, I mean, just primarily, man, the Qs are dropping hard right now. S&P, Dow, and Nasdaq just went red, so it might be a interesting day here. Might want to just kind of chill on it, you know. Let me try to close out. Home Depot. Reduce my risk a little bit. I don't know if anybody wants these puts. Anybody want them? I mean, I made 40% on the trade, so I'm not hating on it. All right, just gotta fill. Okay, so I made 73 bucks, which was about 40%. It's just freed up a little bit of capital here, you know. So take it easy. So that's about all I got. I'm gonna wait to see what happens to with the Fed. Like I said, I'm just going to be kind of chilling. Just took off Home Depot, freed up some capital there, and try to see if we can get into selling some more premium. If we get a nice solid drop, might try to look to selling some more premium into January. So we'll see how it goes. So you guys, you stay safe, you stay green. It's us versus herd.